Let's talk Tanya for the 29th of Tishrei of a leap year. We're middle of chapter 25 of Igeres HaKodesh. It's a long letter, so easy to lose the flow. So let's recap where we're holding. We started off saying that this letter aims to respond to allegations by the opponents of Chassidim about a certain passage of a book of the teachings of the Baal Shem Tov that they found objectionable. However, in order to explain why that passage is not objectionable at all, the Alter Rebbe, first he introduces many different ideas. Where are we right now? We started off talking about anger being tantamount to idolatry. And why is that? Because idolatry is the idea that there's something in control other than God. And when a person gets angry, ultimately that's the underlying idea behind anger is, I feel that there's something or someone else that's controlling me and doing something unjustified to me. And if we believe that this world is actually run by God and no one has any power or control other than God, we would never get angry. And it's not only that God controls the world, but as the Alter Rebbe proceeds to explain at length, God is recreating the world at every single moment. And he's recreating it by way of his speech, which is also known as Malchus or the Shechina. However, this speech of God, this energy which is in the speech of God, comes down through all the worlds, and every single world that enters the Malchus or the Shechina of that world. And as we learned in yesterday's Tanya, when the energy actually enters the diaspora outside of the land of Israel, over there the energy enters into the 70 archangels of the nations of the world, which is already the realm of Klippa. So does that mean that the energy which creates our world constantly is a lesser form of the Shekhinah or a lesser form of the divine energy? So with this, the Alter Rebbe today, in today's Tanya, the Alter Rebbe says no. Hashem echad u'shmoi echad. We know we say this in davening. God is one, his name is one. God's name is also a reference to the Shekhinah. And why is that? Because the Shekhinah is what creates worlds. And a name also, a person doesn't need a name for him or herself. A name is a handle by which other people can refer to you or other people can call you by your name. So a name becomes necessary when there are others. So God's name also is that power which creates the worlds. God's name is one means that the energy that creates everything, the Shekhinah, is all one and singular. It's all one divine energy, a singular divine energy. Nevertheless, as that energy comes down through the worlds, that energy becomes contracted. And as the energy enters the archangels, the energy can become somewhat concealed. But even if it's contracted, even if it's concealed, it is the same energy. It is the same godly energy. In different words, the infinite light of God, the Oir Ein Sof, which creates worlds, comes down into this world, yes, through the garment of the 70 archangels, but ultimately we have to understand everything that exists in the world and everything that happens in this world is by virtue of the energy of God in his speech, which is a singular energy. In tomorrow's Tanya, we're going to take a little detour, and Alter Rebbe is going to introduce a new idea, another piece in the puzzle that will allow us to ultimately explain and justify that piece, that passage of the book of the Baal Shem Tov's teachings, which the opponents of Chassidim, they took umbrage about.